What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and yes, I know it took me forever to post a video on the token recovery. However, we've been fighting Echo and it's been absolutely crazy. I mean, my sleep's all over the place. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool. So that's the reason why. However, I'm like, you know what? It's a little late, but it's so important for me to post this video. That way, a lot of people understand kind of the process that I'm recommending when it comes to the token recovery. So first of all, what is token recovery? So the developers are giving us a chance to essentially reset any of the G1s and G2s, I believe. Yeah, any of the G1s and G2s, it looks like. And you can get 80% of the tokens that you invested into these heroes back. Okay, so the way you get here, you click on the top right. Okay, and then you go down here to hot events, and it's the token recovery. Now, as you saw in the title, excuse me, what heroes should you reset? Now, I've been answering that question a lot during a lot of my live streams, so that all together helps me create this video for you guys, because I'm sure even at this point, even some of you guys are still stuck and trying to make that decision, like, oh, I don't know if I should do this or that. So that's the purpose of this video, to help you guys make that decision, show you guys what I've done across 3 of my accounts, and kind of go from there. Okay, so first of all, answering the question of what heroes should you reset, guys, this all really depends on whether you're mage, archer, tank, or cav. Okay, and then from there, after you answer that question, it's like, okay, what do I need to improve? Do I need to improve my tanks? Do I need to improve my cavalry, specifically the massive shift that we've seen towards physical units? Or like, do I need to improve something that I have, or vice versa, right? So first of all, if you're a mage player, I think when it comes to this situation here, obviously you want to have your Valen done, Bertrand, Tohar, and Mu. So I think for a lot of people up to this point, maybe their Valen, their Bertrand, and their Tohars are probably in a pretty good spot. So you're like, who should I get next? I think the obvious answer is going to be Mu. Mu is just absolutely amazing. She's been putting in some crazy work. Okay, now the other big thing that I've been asked, a lot of people kind of already have their, at least for mages, already have their Valen. The next one would be between Bert and Tohar, right? People are wondering, like, okay, I can choose one of them. Who do I choose? Well, if I had to choose one, I would go with Bertrand if I had to choose between Bertrand and Tohar. And then answering the question of, is Bertrand Tohar still good? Yes, the answer 100% is yes. So for me personally, Bert Tohar is still my highest damage dealing mage march in the game behind Ming. Right? That Mirage Orb is nice. So when you take a look at how many sevs that you've dealt to the enemy, it's definitely there for Bert Tohar. So they are 100% still a huge thing for mage players. So if I had to do between Bert and Tohar, then I would go Bert. Is Tohar still worth it? I think he definitely is. One of the biggest things with Tohar is his ability to mitigate counterattack damage, which helps when you're mainly hitting tanks, right? So that's a huge one there. Now, that pretty much addresses the mage situation. Now, as far as archers go, right? Same thing with the archers. I say a lot, right? Because I'm talking more of like the older players, but I also comment on some of the newer players. I'm not sure if some of you newer players got this one as well, but anyways, Kanara and Nico, still amazing, man. They're still really good. I've heard some archer players saying that Kanara and Nico aren't that great, but I'm just like, what? And then you have Freygar and Cindrion. Now, I'm a mage player, so I'll get to that part, right? So I would still say it's still good. So like the way to think about it, okay? If you're an archer player, you need to work on your Nico, your Freygar, right? Your Kanara, your Mu. So you're probably wondering, like, what hero do I do, right? And this kind of applies to all troop types. what do you have the most of and you don't use, right? For example, for me, Syndrion was one of those. Syndrion was 551 for me, and I never use him. So off he goes, and then I upgraded my Ferrando because I needed to improve my calves, right? My Emrys Bakshi are awakened. If my Emrys Bakshi weren't awakened, then I would finish those. And at any point, if you guys have a question in the comment section below, go ahead and ask it, okay? So then that's pretty much how you got to do it. Now, this is the key part. This is the key part. Some of you guys have been playing the game for a very long time. And if you go down here, you can see that you have extra tokens of those heroes. For example, some high spenders and Krakens have enough tokens in here to reawaken the hero or damn near close, right? So that's another good approach as well. One of the another risky-ish approach. Most of the overall heroes have been G2. If you don't have anything to reset and like you can reset them and then reawaken them, then do it, reawaken them and keep the G2 tokens. You never know when they're going to release another overall hero. But yeah, anyways, coming back over here to that. So that's what I would say when it comes to the archers and which ones that you go there for. I mean, there's only 3 archers here. So that's the situation there. And then as far as the tanks go, now if you're in a situation where you're like, okay, I need to improve my tanks, who do I recommend? I think Goresh is the go-to one, because for a lot of players that are behind on the infantry meta, they have their Goresh at 555 or at 55 or like some kind of configuration. And my recommendation is to awaken your Goresh, okay, and pair him with Kuma. Even if your Kuma's 5111, and even then you still use the Kuma primary, because I'm not gonna lie, mostly everyone targets anyone except Kuma first. So that's the situation there. As far as for the Cavalry players, and let me take a step back. You guys saw what Garwood did in Row League, right? So, I mean, if you want to utilize that Garwood, have him in your back pocket to pair with your Kuma. That's also a really good one. Maddie, she still does decent, but, you know, she's G1, you know? So, she's kind of falling behind, but still pretty solid. Nika, I mean, unless you're 5-bombing tanks, I wouldn't recommend Nika. If you are 4 or 5-bombing, 100%. And as far as, like, Cavalry goes, I would say Emrys Bakshi first, and then for Rondo would be next, and Theodore last, right? In terms of like which heroes you should go for. So yeah, once again, recapping on everything, guys, that I told you guys. Let me walk you guys through my own personal kind of like thought process that I went through when doing this. So I asked myself, what do I need to improve, right? And the first one, what do I need to improve and I use, right? Or just even the first part. And the answer for me was Ferrando. I need to use Ferrando. Okay, who can I switch for Ferrando that I don't really use? Okay, my Syndrion's 551. Let's use him. Boom. There goes Syndrion. R.I.P. Syndrion, right? And you know, I never really use my archers on my account. And then the next one was, okay, I need to improve my Bahorn. Okay, because being a player that can yeet infantry and fatigue out, I need more heroes that can play that role, and Bahorn fits right into that. Okay, more importantly, for Row League, whether you're a Celestial player or a Flying Cavalry, right, the Flying Chickens, Bahorn fits right in. Bahorn's also really good with, he's still really good with mages. He's good with archers. Like, he's just a great overall hero, but kind of is in the shadow of Mu, right? But I mean, Bahorn is a very long-lasting hero, especially if they end up implementing 6th or 7th March down the future. And I say that because Rise of Kingdoms has that in their game, so it wouldn't surprise me if Call of Dragons ended up up doing that. So that's kind of the process that I went through, and then so that's why I got my Ferrando and Bahorn over my Nico and my Syndreon. I didn't do Freygar because Freygar is a flyer, and sometimes I switch to Spring Warden, and I can get use out of that. So now you guys are kind of seeing the thought process that I went through here with the token recovery, and you know how, like, what to awaken, like what mistakes not to make, and all that. So yeah, guys, I mean, overall, this token recovery has to be the best event that they've brought to the game. Okay, even some of you guys that are gonna see this come up on your feed, you're gonna be like, okay, let me go back real quick and fix me up some Cavalry. They've been looking kind of fun on the guns videos, you know what I mean? Or you want to yeet some infantry, or you're an archer player and want to go be a mage player now. So I've definitely seen a lot of those situations. So I kind of touched on everything like that, guys. So I mean, that's going to be it for this token recovery. You guys have any questions, guys, drop them down in the comment section below. It definitely helps me out a ton. Okay. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, and don't want to miss out on this information, make sure you guys hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.